F1 Manager 2023 is just around the corner. Lots of people remain completely unsure if they're going to buy the game or not, wanting some fundamental issues addressed or confirmed before they commit. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the latest information on switching teams, creating your own teams, and also the recent feature focus on the pit crew. So buckle in and let's get into it. First of all, switching teams. The ability to change teams during the game for various reasons, such as being sacked or simply wanting a new challenge, is seen as a fundamental ability by many, including myself. It was a sad and glaring omission from the 2022 edition of F1 Manager. However, there still may be hope for the 2023 installment. Twitter user MikeD888 congratulated the devs for their recent feature, but wanted more information on the ability to apply for jobs and get recruited by other teams. The F1 Manager official Twitter account responded with the quote, "We have nothing to say about switching teams yet." Honestly, for me, this is just very short of confirming them in for the game of 2023. They've said this in a leading way publicly. If they're to go back on this or just never mention it again, honestly, it'd be a massive own goal and spark huge annoyance in an already frustrated fanbase. How would you like the ability to switch teams to be presented in the game? I'm hoping for a real hire and firing mechanic, so you have to keep the board members happy or face the sack. I also want the AI teams to have the ability to approach you if you're doing particularly well. So say you're managing Williams really well and McLaren approach you with a contract. I don't think this would be all the work in the world, but it would add that extra level of depth to the game. Let me know what you think in the comments. Secondly, today we're going to talk about the creator team feature. I'm sure you all know what I mean, but the ability to become the extra team on the Formula 1 grid by creating your own. Again, this is another much requested and by some expected feature for both last year's and this year's game. However, we've seen the official F1 Manager game account respond to a YouTube comment which requested this feature. It says, "Whilst we acknowledge the potential for custom teams, the focus this year has been on refining the current career mode to provide a more rewarding experience, adding depth with features such as pit crew training mentioned in the video above. Appreciate your feedback on this and custom liveries. We'll pass this on." We're going to look at the pit crew feature shortly, but I can't pretend I'm surprised by this comment. I truthfully really didn't expect it this year. I always thought, or rather hoped, that they would add one sellable feature while working on the core experience and adding polish. Because for me, the 2022 edition lacked a lot of polish. I feel just making sure everything works as intended will be a massive step. I remember it took Codemasters a few years to get such a feature into their F1 franchise. I'm not sure which year my team was a new feature on though. Maybe you can let me know down in the comments. It does strike me as a potentially large undertaking to add this. Not that they shouldn't, and not that I'm particularly giving them an excuse, but I would always prefer a polished title with less features than hundreds of half-baked features that don't work correctly. I'd just get annoyed and frustrated. I wonder if the 2023 edition is about polish, gaining a proper foothold within the marketplace, so that they may be allowed more creative freedom with the franchise in future. This may be a deal breaker for many though. Will this stop you from buying, or are you not that particularly bothered about this? Let me know down below. If you're enjoying this content and want to see more F1 Manager 23 content on the channel, including how-to and tips videos when the game comes out, please make sure you hit the like button. Please also ensure that you hit that subscribe button followed by the bell button to get notified when I post content. Your support is so appreciated. Thank you. Finally, we're going to look at the recent pit crew feature that was showcased. Within Formula 1, pit stops are truly critical. So from the outset, I'm glad they appear to have looked at this area. They've added the sporting director role, which comes with their own set of performance ratings. Their aptitude score determines the pit crew's overall potential, while a higher leadership score will inspire the pit crews to make fewer mistakes at the time of pit stops. That's right, pit stop mistakes are confirmed. I'm going to share my thoughts on that in a moment. Part of the sport sporting director role is a development focus for the pit crew. You'll instruct them on how to and in what areas to train your pit crew. For example, you can select drill planning, which will increase their ability to respond to pit stop mistakes faster, or you may choose innovation, which increases the speed and development rate of your pit crew. There are more options besides this too. You can also select the pit crew training regimes, where you can select what they do morning and afternoon. You can select different predefined regimes too if you wish, such as concentrating on pit stop errors or time. You may even select the car building regime, which will improve the length of time the crew spend fitting parts in the garage. All of this I approve of. I love the depth, I love the direction of this. I want a manager game to have this granularity. What do you think to it? Let me know down below. However, what's absolutely and completely critical to me here is what will the frequency of these mistakes be, and the AI absolutely must make mistakes at a comparable frequency to the player. We absolutely cannot have a situation where only the player's team suffer such pit stop delays. That would be game breaking and be beyond frustrating. I really hope the AI has these issues too. But there we are. What do you think to what we've talked about today? Has this information changed your view of F1 Manager 23? Let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one.